Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for Eureka's February announcements. We have here some re-releases, some 4K upgrades to previous titles, and a couple of new movies as well. So let's dive in and have a look at what's been announced. Now, the Andre Zosa Set sold out really quickly, and they have released standard editions of the three movies in that. So you can get the third part of the night and the devil, which is 16.99, which will be out on the 26th of February. And of course, on the Silver Globe, which again, 16.99, 26th of February. All the extras are the same as the limited edition. I think you're maybe missing maybe some booklet stuff. It looks as if it's got that as well, just a case that puts them together. If you didn't pick them up and you're curious, maybe now's the time to get them. Now on to the three releases for this month. Slaughter in San Francisco, directed by Lo Wei, starring Chuck Norris as the bad guy. From 1974, this Hong Kong film, which is released in the 19th of February at 17.99. The trailer's up on Eureka's YouTube page where you can just wallow in this 70s awesomeness. As soon as I put the trailer on to check this out, the dubbing was incredibly funny to me. That 70s score was just kind of comforting. There was something about it I just loved. And you get Chuck Norris as the bad guy. So San Francisco police officers Don Wong and John Summer save a young woman from being assaulted by a gang of criminals. Unfortunately, all the crime in San Francisco is run by Chuck Slaughter. What a name. It's great. Who doesn't take kindly to police interfering in his business. Wong is kicked off the force by his corrupt captain, and Summer is murdered by Slaughter's men. Using his powerhouse kung fu skills, Wong vows to clean up the streets and take down Slaughter once and for all. A gloriously trashy slice of gritty kung fu action, Slaughter in San Francisco was producer Raymond Chow's attempt to capitalize on Hong Kong cinema's sudden explosion of popularity in the West. First time ever on Blu-ray and a new 2K restoration. So we have a limited edition O-card slipcase for the first 2,000 copies. 1080p presentation on Blu-ray of both the original Hong Kong theatrical and the US export versions from brand new 2K restorations. If you've seen either of these and you can comment on which is the best version to watch first, let me know in the comments below. Original Mandarin mono audio, classic English dubbed mono audio, optional English subtitles newly translated, brand new feature-length commentary by Frank Jeng and Michael Worth, brand new feature-length audio commentary by Mike Leader and Arne Venema, and a new featurette by martial artist and master Michael Worth. New interview with actress Sylvia Chang, trailer, and a booklet. It's one of those movies where you watch the trailer and you kind of know exactly what you're getting. And I am comfortable picking up a movie like this that has just kind of 70s exploitation feeling to it. Nothing more under the surface, just exactly what it kind of shows that it's going to be. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing Norris as the bad guy and that incredible amount of back hair that he has in the trailer. If this is your first time here, why don't you click subscribe and join along when I talk about all these announcements. So the second one we have here is Yakuza Wolf 1 and 2, starring Sonny Chiba from 1972, released on the 19th of February at 26.99. A duo of ultra-violent Yakuza thrillers starring the late, great Sonny Chiba, available for the first time ever in the UK. In the spaghetti western-inspired I Perform Murder, a mysterious black-clad killer with a personal vendetta against the Yakuza manipulates two rival clans in order to draw out his targets, leading to a cinematic bloody shootout that must be seen to be believed. Then, in Extend My Condolences, Chiba plays a criminal who is betrayed and sent to prison. After serving his time, he wages war on the Yakuza. eventually raiding the mansion of the crime boss who turned him in spectacular action-packed climax. That would later be directly homaged by John Woo in A Better Tomorrow 2. Sounds interesting. The first one sounds particularly like Yojimbo. The trailer makes it look like it is, spaghetti western-esque, but it has that kind of gritty 70s feel to it as well, which I kind of like. So I'm interested. Limited edition O-card slipcase for this. 1080p presentation of both films across 2 Blu-ray discs from new restorations by the original film elements by Toei. Japanese mono audio, optional English subtitles, brand new feature length audio commentaries on both films, but I'm not telling us who by. So keep an eye on that and see when it pops up. And a brand new featurette by Howard Hughes, looking at the spaghetti western influences on Yakuza Wolf and the broader influence Japanese cinema had on the western genre. That's quite interesting because a lot of the spaghetti westerns were pulled from the kind of samurai movies, and now this is a film that's taken inspiration from spaghetti westerns that were influenced by Yakuza movies. Original theatrical trailers and a limited edition collector's booklet. I like the look of these. I like that kind of spaghetti western feel. I like the grittiness of that early 70s, the kind of film movement that you had. When I think of these kind of movies, I think of The Conversation or The French Connection, those kind of things, or even Sepulchre to a certain extent. It had all these kind of roving cameras that were in your face that kind of felt loose, and it was a nice aesthetic that I enjoyed. So this is another one that just looks kind of interesting to me. And then we have a Masters of Cinema re-release, an upgrade to 4K UHD. We have Paths of Glory. Now, this was number 155 in the Masters of Cinema series. It's $22.99 and is out on the 26th of February. A shattering masterpiece by one of the medium's greatest artists, Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory, announced the definitive arrival of a towering figure in cinema. In the French front lines of World War I, after giving the order for an impossible and disastrous mission to capture a nearby stronghold, the upper ranks moved to save face by having 3 randomly selected soldiers held and tried for cowardice under pain of death. Their leader, Colonel Dax, a former lawyer in civilian life, handles their defense against overwhelming odds. A stylistically astonishing, emotional, overwhelming anti-war drama, Paths of Glory is one of the screen's most brilliant condemnations of the power struggles guiding warfare. We have a limited edition O-card slipcase, a 4K presentation, audio commentary with film scholar Adrian Martin, video interview with Kubrick scholar Peter Kramer, video interview with filmmaker Richard Ayoade, interview with critic and author Richard Combs, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, original theatrical trailer, isolated music and effects rack, and a collector's booklet featuring the writing of Glenn Kenny, the words of Kubrick, and archival imagery. This is one of the few Kubrick movies that I haven't seen. One of those ones that I've been meaning to get around to, and then they've just announced a 4K edition. It is something that I am definitely interested in. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one if you've seen it. And we have the February 2024 bundle, which is just the 2 new releases where you can buy both of them for a discounted rate of £42. And of course, get free postage and packaging and get them a little bit early before the street date, release date. So yeah, there is a few movies here to talk about. I kind of still see the Asian influence in the release that are coming out there. I'm always happy to get Sonny Chiba movies. I'm interested in a kind of exploitative Chuck Norris movie where he's the bad guy, where he looks to be having a good bit of fun. And Paths of Glory on 4K. Why not? I'm still to check it out. Eureka for me are just continuing to roll. I've said it once, I've said it more than once. I would love to see a 4K release of Harakiri. It's one of my favorite Masters of Cinema titles. If they're upgrading just certain titles from that, I would be interested in that. I'd also like them to see them tackle a 4K release of a movie that's new to the Masters of Cinema series as well, which would be kind of interesting. As always, I'd love to know your opinion of these announcements. Is there anything there that gets you really excited? Anything you wished you had seen in this announcement, or just your general thoughts? Well, let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this release schedule, and I'll see you next time on ManVFilm.